Well, he has been the main suspect in the killing of two elderly Virginia Beach residents. They were also his grandparents. Today, after DNA testing was completed, police arrested Donta Jarma Brown. Reporter Andy Fox has covered this story all day long. Andy?
Stephanie, Mary and Eugene McNeely died from blunt force trauma. From the start, Brown was the suspect, their grandson. He lived with the McNeelys. He disappeared after they were found dead, and the search warrants paint a very explosive picture.
They were really nice people. They were just fantastic neighbors and, happy, generous.
Eugene and Mary McNeely were so generous they allowed their grandson, Donta Jarma Brown, to live with them. Then police say Brown killed them, bludgeoned them on July 4th. Next-door neighbor, Trudy Smith.
She never really said, but I'm pretty sure drugs were involved.
The search warrant says on July 4th, hours before Mary McNeely was killed, she confided in a family member that Donta was driving her crazy.
Just a couple things she told me shortly before they died, that, he'd been living there and she wanted him out, and, he was trouble, and the police had been over there many times.
Later on the 4th, McNeely was talking to a family member when Donta snatched the phone out of her hand and began to accuse her of talking about him behind his back. The line then disconnected. Anger, danger. The end was near for the McNeelys. The search warrant reports July 5th. 2:55 a.m. Brown called a family member and said he was leaving town suddenly. He had a plane to catch. He also mentioned later that he was getting $70,000 in his grandparents' will.
Shocked, but not really terribly surprised, just from what she told me.
James Lee lives across the street.
They would do anything they could to help anybody. They take you in if you needed it. They help you. They give you money, anything. I couldn't imagine why he would do something like that or why.
Now, police arrested Brown July 6th after responding to a fire alarm at a local hotel. They got lucky. There they found Brown, whom they were already looking for. They found drugs in his room. Brown was then denied bond back then because of his lengthy record and the drugs, and the police suspicion that he was involved in the murders. Today, he's been charged with killing both of his grandparents. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.